I'm CONCEPCION and you're watching Cosmo TV. When I turned 18, for some reason I just felt, I'm 18 and I'm not doing anything else for anybody else, and started researching on different organizations, got into the protection of marine environment, and then also on the same year met a few founders of French-Filipino foundations like Verlani and Chameleon. And I think it really started out from that, the personal relationships, really finding out the cause and seeing the people, real people doing real things. It's not just statistics or something you read or see on TV or in the papers. You're put out there, you're able to speak to so many people. You go to these places, like when I went to Mindanao, to Pikit, I had never been there, I'd never heard of the place. And when I got there, I didn't expect anyone to know who I was. And because they'd see my shampoo commercial on TV, they were calling out my name and running around and knew exactly who I was. And so just having that sort of privilege again, right? It's really something you can use to speak to them, to communicate with them, to make them feel that you care about them, that somebody out there knows about you and your situation. No matter how much I tried to stay away from show business or the media, I was so shy as a kid. I never really wanted to talk to anyone. I feel that maybe there's a reason I'm here, that maybe it's not about me. That maybe the reason why I get a high facing my fears is because it pushes me and people watch. I'm always coming from a place where I feel I'm not doing enough. And when I look around me, there are just so many people who I feel know more and have experienced more and have gone out more and are braver than me. And I'm always coming from a place like that, which is maybe why I end up pushing myself beyond what I should be doing, in other people's standards, but I still can't believe it, and I think it's better to not think too highly of yourself than to think too highly of yourself, because I think you end up doing more that way. I feel that I've been given so much that maybe I should be giving that away to other people who need it. And it's my way of saying thank you and for giving back. I learned by watching people. People like Audrey Hepburn, of course, that aged really gracefully doing her work for UNICEF. Even when she stopped working as an actress, she just kept going with her UNICEF work, and I think that's what kept her okay, just having that different world. And then you'll have fearless people like, let's say, Angelina, who also works for the UNHCR. Queen Rania of Jordan also goes around and also lives a privileged life maybe, but always makes it a point to get out. People like Princess Diana, you can feel their sincerity. People who are sincere really inspire me because it's coming from a good and a real place. Well, it means having a purpose, finding it. You may not be exactly where you're supposed to be, but if you trust that when you feel everything's falling apart, that's actually when everything is falling into place, and you just keep rolling and you just roll with the punches, then you'll have fun doing it. In the end, it's just a day-by-day thing. It's just, you just go one scene at a time, when you're making a movie, it's just one scene at a time, and you can't be intimidated by what's gonna happen later on, because then you won't do anything, you won't do your job. So it's just one step at a time, and just knowing that you're there for a reason. You may not know what it is, but just believing that there is. I'd rather believe there is than not believe and be in a total limbo. So it's like organized chaos in Wonderland, somewhat.